Good morning, guys. It's Wednesday and it's like 9 a.m. and I just like got up and got myself some coffee. This cat, he's obsessed with me today. Why are you so obsessed with me? Sorry, I just watched Rob Beauty Christie's video where her cat is like obsessed with her. But anyway, yeah, I need to get my buns in gear. I'm like so inspired. I have videos that I want to film and stuff. I'm gonna film a Lauren Conrad one today. But anyway, I woke up probably at like 4 a.m. you know, like you do. And I couldn't get back to sleep because I couldn't breathe. My sinuses were like inflamed shut basically. And so I was up for a while in the middle of the night and just trying to get back to sleep. But then, you know, your brain starts going and everything. And so I've been really tired the last few days, and not like my sad depressed tired, just like I think the baby is, you know, very busy getting ready to be a real baby kind of tired. And to this morning it was just like Mike got up, I heard Mike get up, and then I heard Mike go take the dog for a walk, and then I heard him come back, and then I heard him make coffee, and then I heard him go take a shower, and then I was like, it must be pretty late. I like could not crank my eyes open. It just wasn't gonna happen. So I am now back in the bed, just kind of giving myself some slack. I'm going to check on my accounts and stuff this morning because I have Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I have 6 days left in my contract until you know, I'm just basically off for October, November, however long with baby from like my contract work. And then I'm really inspired right now to film and also to show you guys some of the clothes that I bought. You guys know me, I love clothes, and I don't buy like, you know, some mountain of clothes that I can't wear every season. I really try and curate it. I think I've done a pretty good job this time. I've like branched out into more color and a lot more like joy and patterns and things like that because of the nature of 2020. I just started finding the images that I saw on Pinterest or ads that I saw on Instagram or different influencers who were wearing more patterns. Just my eye went to them when I was online, because honestly, I love makeup, but I've never thought of myself as someone who could experiment a lot with it, and I'm learning that I can. My skill level has caught up a little bit. It used to just be kind of a mess. And then the clothes right now, I'm just so happy to be like, even though most of it I can't wear yet because belly, I am just so looking forward to expressing myself with like more color and things like that, which I used to find chaotic. I used to find it overwhelming. I used to like shop that kind of stuff and I'd be like, if I own that, then like, you know, where's the limit in my wardrobe? Like you know, where do I stop? And like, that was why I always had just basics. Basics used to calm me. Now I need a little bit of my own chaos and my own like artistic expression in like the clothes that I put on my body every day. Honestly, just to fight the malaise that is this year. So who knows, maybe that'll stick. But I'm thinking that at some point this week, I want to do a haul on my main channel of clothes that I bought that I can't wear yet. It obviously won't be a try-on haul. Nothing fits me, but it's all still really exciting. So anyway, I'm gonna have my coffee and do a little bit of work and hang out with this guy who finally settled. What was that? Did someone set down a coffee mug? How dare they? All right, so it's much later in the day. It's about 3 p.m. and I just got done filming and editing, and now I'm exporting my Lauren Conrad beauty video, which had a lot of like surprising outcomes in it. You know, it's why you play the game. Ever since we left for New Mexico, God, it's so awesomely overcast outside. I just wish there was a way to like soak up this weather. But anyway, yeah, ever since we went to New Mexico, I had to like refrigerate my my sourdough starter, and I just like started it back up again yesterday, and I did a float test on it this morning and it floated, so I think I'm gonna make some bread. It doesn't mean I'm gonna make it today because it has to proof overnight, but I'm gonna go ahead and get it started. So first I'm gonna eat some mashed potatoes because I'm really hungry. But yeah, I thought I would at least share the outcome of it with you guys. If you missed a previous video, I'm not gonna like take you through the whole thing because it's pretty, you know, kind of boring to watch, but I did a whole video that was specifically about that and my passion for learning how to make gluten-free sourdough bread, because it's kind of game-changing. And that is, I'll link it somewhere, but yeah, it's time to make some more bread. First loaf in a while. And my starter is so much more mature now, so maybe it will be better. I'm already burpy. How is that possible?
Does anyone else get blisters from that vacuum?
Because it's really annoying. Believe it or not, it's only 7 a.m. I should say, believe it or not, it's already 7 a.m. But the sun just does not come up very early lately. I'm not mad about it. It's kind of nice and cool outside. It's still Texas warm. We're not like in, you know, fall yet, but it's supposed to. Hi, sweetheart. I brought the camera out here because Bruce was climbing the fences. But I didn't quite catch it. I wanted to see it, but yeah, I probably woke up at like 6 or maybe a little bit before and just kind of like sat in bed. I tried to go back to sleep until an alarm went off, and then I was like, I guess I'll just get up. I have a lot of stuff that I have to do this morning before my OB appointment. So I have another ultrasound today, and that's at 10. My Mike's gonna actually come with me this time. I'm loving this gray sky. It's so relaxing. But anyway, yeah, I have to put together a call doc for a client this morning because the call is at 3 and I don't know how long my appointment's gonna take. It's not gonna take till 3, but I wanna give myself some time. And I'm already preheating the oven, the Dutch oven, the oven with the Dutch oven in it, so that I can make my bread because it proofed overnight in the fridge. So I'm making the coffee right now. I need to brush my hair. And yeah, it's gonna be another big day. What doing? And you're my perfect boy. You're my perfect boy. I love you. There's flour everywhere, including on my camera, but she's in the oven. And it's just such a loose dough. It's like, if you're unfamiliar with gluten-free bread, there is no gluten. So there's no really great stretchiness and there's no memory to the dough. And so when you go to like shape it, it's just kind of like, and you're like, well, what if I turn it over? It's like, so I tried something a little bit different this time to just be a little bit more aggressive, getting it like in a ball, but it's just, there's no elasticity. So anyway, it's gonna taste great. So that cooks for 40 minutes at 450, and then I think another 40 minutes at 425, and then it's done. And what time is it right now? It's already 7:49. We're gonna be cutting it close. Hello. Okay, I'm like stuck in traffic. I never like vlog while I'm actually moving, but I managed to get my bread baked. I managed to get my call doc put together. I managed to get a full face of makeup on. I am loving this eye look. I used the PYT Warm palette, which is the biggest like sleeper hit ever. It's so good. It's so easy. And yeah, I'm wearing a sweater. It's like 70 outside, but still, I was like trying to throw something on that could go with maternity jeans because I need to pull everything up in order to do the ultrasound, so wearing a dress is like super awkward. And Mike already left because he had to take a call in his car. Basically the way that they do it is they make him wait in his car. Like I go check in with my mask on, and then when it's time for my ultrasound, we're about to move. When it's time for my ultrasound, I caught the same light twice. That's how bad the traffic is. That was one good thing about COVID, man. No one was on the road, and now it's like everything's back to normal. But yeah, Mike's working from his car basically. He this morning came out and sat and had coffee with me, and I was like, okay, so appointment's at 10, and he's like, oh no. And I was like, yeah, dude, I told you a week ago. And he's just like, oh, okay, I can make this work. And I was like, all right. So I'm anticipating him being a little bit disappointed with the nature of 36-week ultrasound, just because, you know, you just see like eye sockets, like I said last week. But also, I was 100% wrong when I said that the Kiko, totally switching topics here, that the Kiko foundation was full coverage. They said that it was HD on the front, and when I see HD, I think full coverage, photographable, wedding makeup, you know? The word that I was looking for was medium coverage, natural finish, and so I actually can't wait to share this with you guys in like a main channel video, because as I was putting it on, I was like, wait a second, this is actually really lovely and easy to wear and easy to apply and very affordable. Okay, just parked. Finishing my thought here. Yeah, it is actually lightweight, it is affordable, it's drugstore, it's cruelty free. I'm like very pleased with the shade match, so I'm gonna wear this just today and like see how it goes, but I'm excited to put it in a main channel video. And I also used a bunch of the other stuff that they sent me, so pretty excited about that. Always excited to kind of like broaden my scope a little bit, especially if people are interested. But I'm gonna put my mask on and head into the OB now. And I think I'm gonna try and I tried to do it last time. I am going to try and get an antibodies test today to see, because like there was a period where Mike was sick and we're not really sure what happened. If insurance covers it, I'd love to know. But I meant to do it last time, but then we had that like weird unexpected ultrasound, and that kind of made us forget to go do the blood draw and everything. So I'm gonna try and do it today. Okay, so I got my antibodies test. I just held a door open for 2 women, each carrying a baby and a baby carrier, so doing a better job today of double checking myself on my pregnancy brain rudeness. I wouldn't have been able to forgive myself if I had let the door slam in their faces. That would have been horrible. So the other thing, I just scheduled my last 3 appointments because I am technically like coming up on 36 weeks right now, and I was like, you know, my mom's coming and blah blah blah, and I know there's no way to know like when the baby's coming, and my doctor goes, if you're due on the 26th, you can schedule an induction as soon as the 19th. And I was like, what? She's like, yeah, there's absolutely no increased risk of a C-section, and sometimes it's just better to know. And I was like, I will talk to my husband and my mom about that. Oh my gosh, that's incredible. So I know that, like, you know, there's Pitocin involved in inducing and things like that, but I mean, to not have my water break in the middle of the night and be freaking out, I don't know, guys. Have any of you had an induction, like a scheduled induction? Is it something that you would recommend? It sounds really appealing to me, but there might be some kind of other things that I'm not thinking of. So, you know, let me know. I am not having a natural childbirth to begin with. I'm gonna go with, like, you know, an epidural and stuff like that. So planning, it sounds nice. I like the sound of it, but let me know if there's something, like, if you have a horror story about being induced, let me know. So, yeah, and then did I tell you I got my antibodies test? I think I said I got my antibodies test, yeah. And hopefully it didn't cost a fortune. I think that Blue Cross Blue Shield has everything COVID related covered. So I think we should be okay, and that should come back in the next couple of days. But now I'm gonna call my mom because she told me to. She's like, call me when you're done. I was like, okie dokie. Oh, also, I got fresh ultrasound pictures. Let me show you. That's upside down. Although, it's hard to tell at this point. That's his beautiful little profile. a face that only a mother can interpret apparently, but that's his cute little profile. He was in there sucking and swallowing and just being generally adorable, and he's moving around a lot right now. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm gonna show you guys my bread when I get home, and I'm gonna cut it open. This is probably the first time I've ever let a loaf of bread, maybe try that, cool completely. So hopefully it'll be really, really good. Also, I was wearing a mask for a long time. This lighting is really like, it's flattering because it's so blown out, but I was wearing a mask for a long time, and that foundation held up pretty darn well. So yeah. Well, I don't know what happened, but like I instantly ran out of steam. I got home and I am in pain. My belly hurts. And my mom was not a fan of the like convenience induction idea. She's just like, let him cook as long as possible. And I'm just like, Mom, it's like a few days we're talking about here. It's not like I'm, you know, trying to have a premature child. And that's only if we even make it that long. Like, who knows? But there are risks, and also like Pitocin sounds pretty miserable, but you know, there's also friends I have who have gone into labor naturally who ended up having to take Pitocin anyway, so I don't know. I am like beyond tired all of a sudden. Like it just crashed down on me how tired I am. And when I got home, I mean, I'm grateful. Mike got me some tacos, and that was nice of him. I couldn't really eat both of them though, because I just don't feel very good, but that meant that there's no room in my tiny shrunken tummy to eat my homemade bread right now, so that's gonna have to wait. Also, I put on like 6 pounds overnight. Great. They weighed me, I was like 150 pounds. I was like, good grief. She's like, yeah, did you eat something salty? I was like, yep, I had Vietnamese food last night. She's like, yeah, it's water retention. I was like, okie dokie. I am so tired. So tired. Yep. It's just a never-ending barrel of monkeys over here. Never a dull moment. But yeah, it's 12:20. I have a call at 3. I might try and sneak a little nippity nap in. Your breath smells terrible. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. I've been trying to fall asleep and I just can't. I'm so uncomfortable. I'm so queasy and my legs are so restless. But I talked to Hallie. I talked to my husband first, but I texted Hallie and I was like, what's your opinion on just like convenience induction? She's like, it's not as simple as it sounds. She says, I've had friends that did it and it was totally fine. And then I've had friends that were induced for 48 hours and ended up getting sent home. Sometimes it's a horrible, painful ordeal. There's a scoring system about how eligible you are for it and stuff like that. And she's like, there's also a good chance you won't even make it that far. So I don't know. It's definitely a lot to think about, but it's obviously risky and not as simple as the doctor made it sound. I mean, I'm sure that if I would have implored, she would have given me more detail, and will probably give me more detail, you know, that's more like personalized and salient to my own situation as the time comes. But yeah, as all things to do with pregnancy and all things in general, it's just not as simple as it sounds. Look at you. Look at you. Look at you. I don't know what to do with you. Oh my god. But yeah, I've been lying here for like, I don't know, 45 minutes or something. Just trying to talk myself into going to sleep, and it's just not working. Something just keeps jarring me awake. A lawnmower, or I don't know, Slack just went off. I feel like I'm gonna barf. I've thrown up in my entire pregnancy, so I don't know why I would start now. But who knows? Can we talk about this cat right now? me in the middle of the day in the bed, like, that's per Monster's ideal situation. He's like, oh man, nap all day. I was already gonna do that, but now I've got company. I'm gonna eat you up, I'm gonna eat you up. I'm gonna eat you up. Hey guys, I've spent a lot of time feeling sorry for myself today because I just don't feel good, and I did actually manage to fall asleep for a little while, which is great. So I had my call at 3. I think I probably slept an hour and 15 minutes, something like that, right before my call. The call went well. I don't feel super awesome. I have like this weird, I think I said it, I have just this like weird, you know, muscly pain and stuff. It feels, oh, I need to poop. But anyway, talking to Hallie, talking to my mom, doing some reading. The doctor really made that whole induction thing sound really simple and straightforward, and I just don't think that that's the case. I was explaining to my mom, I was like, it's not that I like want the baby out sooner. And I'm not even, you guys know, I'm not like a control freak. I'm not one of those people who just like needs to know everything on like, you know, a super tight schedule or something. And I've always appreciated that part of pregnancy, that it's just kind of this natural wonder that you just trust the process, you know? But, you know, I was like talking to my manager today at for my contract work, just kind of getting the loose ends tied up and everything. She was like, so is it just any day now? And I was like, it's like any day now or probably a month. Like more likely a month, but maybe any day now, you know? And like, it's just such a weird mindset to be in, where you're just kind of, you have no idea how to feel. You have no idea whether you're in an urgency mindset or whether you're in you're still kind of in your plodding along regular pregnancy mindset. And you just, as soon as you start playing Are We There Yet, it feels eternal. And so you don't want to do that too soon, but you also need to be mentally prepared if like I were to go into labor in the middle of the night or something. It's like, yeah, I don't know how mentally prepared I could really be, but you know, there's just a part of me that needs to know that like that's still a possibility, or like, you know, I don't know, just have to consider that. And so I think that that's the only thing that like was appealing to me about it, was not just like, oh, I'm gonna be done with pregnancy sooner. I mean, it's been 9 dang months. Who gives a crap about like 7 more days? I mean, if I feel okay, obviously. Some people care about 7 more days, depending on their experience. I don't want to speak for anybody else. I don't even want to speak for my future self, but I think it sounded appealing because any semblance of control, anything, like any landmark, would feel like an oasis in the desert right now. Just kind of like, I don't know, it's just funny how like I was just like eager for some kind of landmark, some kind of something, other than this just sort of nebulous due date that is very, very, you know, very just kind of watery and out there in the distance. But at the same time, it's not like my life is bad, you know? It's not like I'm sitting around being like, everything's terrible until I have a baby. It's like, actually, everything's pretty chill. Maybe I should savor the chillness and, you know, just kind of let things be when they're gonna be, because I'm probably going to miss the ability to nap in the middle of the day and things like that. Miss the ability to go get my nails done, which is something that I think I'm gonna do tomorrow. Cannot believe these are already as grown out as they are, but I have my heart set on an emerald green next. I want to do something that looks really beautiful with gold. This looks really beautiful with gold, but I think that an emerald green is just, it's gonna be really exciting for me. There's a big difference when you get done like with 2 weeks of wearing S&S nails, like with the orange that I had on before. I was like, get this off of me. And then like this, I'm like, I don't want this to go away. It makes me so happy. They just looked so pretty the whole time. So, you know, I did a long, hard think about a very serious topic here, but I'm very excited about it. I'm just, you know, I'm pumped. I think that it's time to slice my bread because I'm hungry. Also, look at this foundation. It's like an inadvertent wear test, especially with my mask and everything. Like, yeah, you know, it's gonna kind of pull it off and stuff, but I haven't looked to see how much this even costs because it's a vlog, not like, you know, giving an actual proper review. But wow, is it comfortable. Yeah, I don't know. Let me know if y'all want a full review of that. I probably will do it, or at least like a get ready with me with it all. Let's go cut some bread. She's definitely heavy. I'm hoping it's not too dense. It's a little bit dense, but it tastes like bread. The crust is better this time. It's not as like insanely thick. I'm going to make myself some toast. So for context, if you didn't like watch my old vlog about making bread, basically, that starter is a couple months old now. And I've kind of neglected it a little bit here and there. But at the same time, gluten-free starter works totally differently. And it like reacts really fast. And so I was able to make bread pretty quickly with the starter after only about a week, not even, but that doesn't mean the flavor's there. But I just took another bite of just that untoasted slice. I'm like out of breath from slicing that bread. And it's so much more flavorful that it's like matured. It is actually sour, like sourdough is supposed to be, and probably also because it's like one of the first times that I've done like the long prove that you're supposed to do, where you do like a warm prove and then you do a cold prove. And the bread, it's still dense. Let's be real. It's gluten-free bread at the end of the day, but it tastes great. Like it tastes way better than last time. So I went a little over the top with the butter, mainly because I'm used to gluten-free bread like soaking things up, and this is so dense it like isn't really soaking it up the way that it typically would. So this is definitely gonna be messy, but yeah, also it's Kerrygold. I mean, you taste Kerrygold and tell me that more is not better. It's so good. It's butter and honey, it's not just butter. It's a lot more sour. It's really good. I'm gonna watch Leanne's new video. So it is 6:05. Mike took the dog for a hike a while ago, and I am just like, I'm so out of steam. I'm trying so hard to just function. I watched some stuff on Instagram that I just got in PR. I'm surrounded by mess just from general living, you know? And my belly, it hurts. It feels so tight. You know, I know Mike's gonna come home and be like, what do you want to eat for dinner? And I'll be like, nothing. Like, I just feel gross. I think I'm really thirsty too. Let's get some water. But I forgot to tell you guys one funny thing. When I called my mom earlier, I was asking her her opinion on getting induced. She goes, so you really want a Libra instead of a Scorpio, don't you? I was like, I don't really have a preference, Mom, but you know me pretty well. That's pretty funny. But yeah, I don't know. I might take a quick shower and stuff. I'm not sure I'm gonna vlog the rest of today, just because I'm pretty freaking useless. Oh, look at you. Also, look at this plant. I just need to cut all the bottom fronds off because Bruce molests them. That's what that is. He just comes in here and he rubs his face on them. And they are just sad and dumpy because of him. Hi, Dewey, Harwavu. You're my favorite. For all the people who think that I'm disenfranchising Bruce, I want you to know he rejects my love most of the time. Bruce is his own man. Per Monster is codependent. What's up, guys? It's Friday. It's Friday. And I was fully intending to do a video today. I asked you guys on my Instagram if you wanted to see that purple eye look that I thought was a lot of fun, or if you wanted to see like a fall clothing haul of stuff I can't wear yet because baby. And it was like overwhelmingly in favor of the haul, and I want to do it. I want to do it today, but I woke up having my essence stolen. Like there was just, I mean, everything that I've done today has been an absolute slog, and it's only like 10 a.m. So maybe a little after, but I had a meeting this morning. The maids came, so the house is clean, although they didn't change the sheets. I don't know, maybe I didn't make it clear enough that that's what those were sitting there for, but whatever. I just changed them like on Sunday, so whatever. literally whatever. The one thing that I do have energy to go and do right now is go get my nails done because I'm looking forward to it. Gonna go get the emerald green of my dreams. I'm out of breath. Why am I out of breath? Who knows? And I'm going to also go to Target because we're out of toilet paper. The glamorous life. But maybe I'll look at fall stuff too. I don't know. Oh, also, bump date. Let's do that. You know it's serious when I have pulled out an actual maternity dress. Like, we're past the point of pretending at this point. I only own one true maternity dress, and it's from Pink Blush. It was just, again, that same gift card that my mother-in-law got me, and I was just like, that's cute and simple. And honestly, it didn't really like matter that it was cut for maternity. It actually has like an extra layer of fabric in there too for like smoothing, which is nice, until pretty recently. So that and my Baldwin jacket, rip, pour one out for Baldwin. I love this jacket so much. But yeah, I am 35 weeks and 5 days, but yeah, getting close to 36 weeks, and that there is my bump at the moment. And I am just so aware of it. I wish you guys could see my camera is actually like trying to autofocus on my belly, which I think is kind of funny. Do you see something? How's that x-ray vision coming, camera? But yeah, I'm gonna stop trying to breathe on camera right now. Hey guys. Sorry if my air conditioning is like crazy loud on the mic, but we're at the high for today, which is 88 degrees. It's a little warm in my car. I just got my nails done. It was a little on the tedious side because the top coat, like, I don't know, she said that she was trying to do them really thin. I super appreciate that, but the top coat kept coming out lumpy, and then it was just like this constant waiting game. But so the closest I could find to like an emerald green had like a touch of, I feel like a little bit of blue behind it. Like it's got a little tiny bit of teal to it, so it's not like green. It's not like jade green or something. But I mean, even as I was getting them done, like this mother and daughter were like, what color is that? I want that. It just turned out like really beautiful. I look like a bum, fam. This is like not my ideal aesthetic at the moment. I really don't like this dress. I'm gonna be totally honest. Like maternity clothes wise, it's a utilitarian and you know, it does everything that it's supposed to do, but I hate this neckline. I hate these arms. I just, there's like nothing imaginative about it, and I feel a lot cuter with my jacket on. I just have a couple more errands to run here. I need to go get toilet paper. I'm gonna go get a smoothie first. Oh, I wonder if you can see that. Baby's moving. Of course you stop. Of course you stop. I want to put on makeup today. I just wonder if I have enough personality volume to like film it. Makeup makes me so happy. It puts me in such a good mood, and like, I don't know. We'll see how I feel when I get home. But they had hand sanitizer on the way out the door, and I don't know if you guys are experiencing this where you live, but because of kind of the nature of like early on in the virus, there was the shortage of hand sanitizer. A bunch of like vodka distilleries started making hand sanitizer, and it's like, it's hit or miss using like what am I trying to say? A business's hand sanitizer dispenser on the way out the door, because it's like 50-50. It's gonna be like regular like isopropyl alcohol based or vodka based, and this one was vodka based, and so I'm just like putting it on my hands and I was like, the smell is awful. It's much stickier and it goes away. You don't like have like a residual smell of like, you know, a Sky vodka hangover from college like on your hands, but at the same time, like right when it's happening, it's super unpleasant. So anyway, yeah, okay, I'm gonna go get a smoothie. It's like 12:30. I'm gonna go to Target. I don't know if filming's gonna happen today. Oh, you're so busy. You're so busy. What are you doing in there? What could you possibly be doing? Nothing. Nothing as soon as the camera's on him. Absolutely nothing. Fine. I just got a notification actually. Like I put my seatbelt on, I got a notification that my COVID antibodies test came back negative. So all the staying home and wearing a mask and everything, I apparently never accidentally exposed myself, and I can also probably relay the message to my husband that whatever it was that he had was not COVID. So. Look at this freaking prince. Look at this prince. It is 1:30 and I am fully done with this day, but this guy is ready for any cuddles. Any cuddles that might be available on a day like today, where I am unsuccessful at really humaning. There's one thing to save me, and that is
I'm doing a kick bust of Charles Darwin. I thought the back off tent is a little bit like the survival of the fittest, so true.
Oh, I'm really worried that that's not cooked.
the world is not entirely doomed, because there is a new season of the Great British Baking Show, and I'm going to watch the first episode now. For my soul. Good morning, guys. It's Saturday and I already have makeup on because, well, it's about 10 a.m. I decided I was going to give the new Kackie foundation a couple of tries before I review it. Toast. You know, I was watching Amanda Z and she was doing some real cute stuff, and then I watched Alana Davison, she was doing some real cute stuff, and I was just like, I'm gonna just be cute. So there is really nothing like makeup to lift your spirits and like make, because I woke up this morning and I literally just like didn't want to do today. I am so done with being pregnant. And then a friend of mine was texting me, she was due back in August, like she had her baby back in August, and I mean she just was like unloading this like horror story on me of her like birthing experience, you know, slight bout with postpartum depression and stuff like that, and it was just like I wanted to listen, but it was more that she was telling it to me to kind of like try and help me. It wasn't like she needed an ear, you know what I mean? It was in the context of like, here's how to prepare you for this, and I was just very like, there's nothing I can do about this, and I hate things like that. Like, don't stress me out with things that I can't do anything about. It all had very good intentions, but it like really brought me down. I am optimistic that I can come out on the other side of this and still maintain like my identity and everything. I think that that's probably my biggest fear, is just kind of the whole like woman loses her identity because she becomes a mom thing. Like that really scares me. I don't think that any woman looks at her life and goes, I want to give everything up just, you know, to be a mom or whatever. But I do think that it's kind of like a slippery slope, because it is so time consuming, and it's like you feel guilty. I'm putting myself in a place I haven't been yet trying to talk about this. I just understand like the constraints of time. I don't know, I'm really, being totally honest, I'm really dreading breastfeeding. I'm terrified of it. The lack of sleep and everything like that, and just the fact that I thrive on being able to feel like myself and put myself together, and that I am at the end of the day kind of a maximalist materialist. Like, I've fought it for a long time, and I have my bouts with minimalism, and being a little bit fabulous is like something that I need every single day. There's a fly in here. Screw you. You have the whole earth. Why do you want to be in here? I just thought a bird was flying by. It was a giant tuft of my dog's fur, because Mike brushed him this morning. I am off on some tangents. I need to eat some breakfast here. Oh my gosh, yeah. So I don't know, I've just been kind of letting the fear and anxiety get to me a little bit more the last couple of days, and so when I woke up this morning I just felt really unprepared to do life. You know, I was just like, I think that like my approach to things that I'm nervous about is to just do them. I don't like having to sit around and wait. Theme of this video, honestly. And everybody's like, oh, you know, but I'm gonna get swept up in all the love and everything like that. And of course I am. Of course I am. And I'm really excited for my mom to get here too. But I still just have a lot of fear. And I mean, I went through therapy because I, you know, like a couple of years ago before we got married, because I was so nervous about having kids in the first place, and Mike really wants kids. I was so nervous because my mom kind of went it alone, and I didn't want kids enough that I was willing to do it alone. Knowing now, going through lots of therapy, that I'm not going to be alone, you know, that I can trust my husband to stick around and pick up the slack, I still in the back of my mind have this really ingrained fear just from my upbringing that I'm gonna be completely alone in this, which is just, it's irrational, but it makes me emotional even thinking about it, because my mom gave up everything for us, you know? Been kind of going through it emotionally, and I don't really know what I'm gonna do with myself today. I wish that there was anywhere in Austin that I could go and get like a same day freaking massage appointment or something, but you just can't. Everywhere is full. So I'm gonna eat my toast. And I'm watching Carrie Dayton right now. Just having a slow morning. Sure, Kackie, turn the camera on as you're chewing your gummy vitamins. I just got off the phone with the spa, and I have an appointment on Monday, and I'm so excited. I'm gonna get a massage, a prenatal massage, and a facial. That is sending me right now. That is a notion that is really helping lift my spirits. Just something to look forward to pamper myself a little bit. I am finishing up my contract next week, so technically my maternity leave starts on like Thursday, October 1st. And I'm still gonna be filming a lot, and probably filming more, just because, you know, I'm gonna be filling my time. That's just how I function. Don't worry about me, it's actually for my mental health. But my mom is gonna be here in a couple of weeks too, and that is probably when I will like really slow down. But I have some stuff that I need to do, so I think I'm gonna get dressed. I did have my breakfast and everything, like the house got cleaned yesterday, so that's nice. That's one fewer thing that I have to think about. Yeah, I have a bunch of stuff to return. I got these slippers from Italic. I'm gonna show you. Actually, I already packed the slippers up, but they're the new cashmere slippers. They only come in 2 sizes, and it kind of irritated me because I ordered the size that they told me to order for, I'm an 8. So it's on the like low end of the scale that they gave. And the slippers were like way too big and kind of flimsy, and like I just was disappointed by them. But the other thing that I got was this cashmere baby blanket with these little stars on it. Oh my God. This thing is only like $65 or $75. I think $75 for a fully cashmere blanket. Like, it is so cute. It's so cute and it's so soft. So yeah, I mean, I fully understand that having a dry clean only blanket for your baby is a little bit impractical, but I couldn't resist, and neither could Mike. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and print out my return label for the slippers. I'm also returning some bras that I bought, some nursing bras that I got from Lively. Who makes itchy maternity bras? Like, nursing bras, are you kidding me? I put them on and I was like, ow, what in the world? In my mother's words, they had teeth. That's how she describes bras and shoes that like claw you. It's just been a thing she's said ever since I was a child. She's like, they have teeth. And there's something in my eye. But yeah, those bras have teeth. So I went on Amazon. I took some recommendations from Hallie. I got some nursing tanks as well as some nursing bras. Those should be coming really, really soon. And yeah, I'll let you guys know how those go when I get them, but the ones from Lively, super scratchy. Someone's having a really good catter day. Hey, Peanut. This is his parking spot. He looks so scraggly. We call this bed body. You know, you get bed head, but cats are covered in fur, and so they get bed body. Bruce is the king of bed body because his fur is so long. Yeah, you need to clean your eyes out. I'm not gonna bug you though. Go back to sleep, sweet boy. Yes, ma'am.